Acts chapter 4. And as they were speaking to the people, the priests and the captain of the set apart place and the Sadducees came upon them, being annoyed because they taught the people and denounced the resurrection from the dead and with the name of the Son of God, Hebrew translation, and they arrested them and put them in jail until the next day, for it was already evening. In verse 13, and seeing the boldness of Kepha and Johanan, and perceiving that they were unlearned and ordinary men, they marveled, and they recognized that they had been with the name of the Son of God, Hebrew translation. And seeing the man who had been healed standing with them, they could not contradict it. But when they had commanded them to go aside out of the council, they consulted with one another, saying, What shall we do to these men? For indeed that an outstanding miracle has been done through them is apparent to all those dwelling in Jerusalem, and we are unable to deny it. But in order that it spreads no further among the people, let us strongly threaten them to speak no more to anyone in this name. And they called them and commanded them not to speak at all, nor to teach in the name of the Son of God, Hebrew translation. But Kepha and Johanan answering them said, Whether it is right in the sight of Elohim to listen to you more than to Elohim, you judge. For it is impossible for us not to speak of what we saw and heard. And having threatened them further, they released them, finding no way of punishing them because of the people, because they were all praising Elohim for what had been done. For the man was over 40 years old on whom this miracle of healing had been done. And having been released, they went to their own people and reported all that the chief priests and elders said to them. In Shema, which is Exodus chapter 1, verse 15, Then the sovereign of Mizraim spoke to the Hebrew midwives, of whom the name of one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah, and he said, When you deliver the Hebrew women and see them on the birth stools, if it is a son, then you shall put him to death, but if it is a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared Elohim and did not do as the sovereign of Mizraim commanded them, and kept the male children alive. So the sovereign of Mizraim called for the midwives and said to them, Why have you done this and kept the male children alive? And the midwives said to Pharaoh, Because the Hebrew women are not like the Mizraim women, for they are lively and give birth before the midwives come to them. So Elohim was good to the midwives, and the people increased and became very numerous, and it came to be because the midwives feared Elohim that he provided households for them. And Pharaoh commanded all his people, saying, Throw every son who is born into the river, and keep alive every daughter.